Yo, what's up? Another day, it's another more video, it's another JJ Bramwell video. Let's get it. In today's video, we're reacting to a video from Tommy NFG called How IshowSpeed Became the Propaganda Breaker. Let's get it, kid. Shout out to Tommy NFG, let's go. Now, big up Tommy NFG, bro. I've watched his videos for a while now. His Dobby videos always makes banging videos, so let's get it.
Phases in his career as a content creator. There was his 2021 era where he was getting canceled left and right. This is the year where
that was the best era of Speed in my opinion, bro. The no PR, the raw, the reckless Speed. That was my favorite Speed. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I just feel like the internet's soft, man. I feel like the internet is soft. That's why you don't have creators like this no more, because the internet has gone soft, man. But yeah, that was my favorite era of Speed. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The reckless, the ruthless Speed.
He blew up completely out of nowhere and had zero filter on his streams.
My God!
Go make some.
Oh shit! Remember his whole Talking Ben stage and that. Remember this whole stage? No, I remember that. That was funny.
No, you're black! Say if we the last two people on Earth, and we had
this iconic clip. This clip. He got cooked for this clip.
Make the world continue. Would you reproduce for me?
You gonna stop me?
Yeah, safe to say this was a
you gonna stop?
Completely different person to the Speed we know now. You got 2022 to 2023 Speed, where he matured a bit and started doing IRL streams and events, where he was kind of doing anything to push the bounds and get clips, but he wasn't as wild as before.
My bro flying.
And you got what I would say from 2024 to now.
Nah, you gotta include, bro. You gotta include the firework clip in this, bro. I was watching that live, bro. I couldn't stop laughing, man. I dead ass couldn't stop laughing. Like, I was like, there's no way is that stupid. There's no way. Like, what did he think was gonna happen, bro? What the fuck did he think was gonna happen? Nah, but all jokes aside, like, that shit was funny, but I'm glad. Because that shit could have gone seriously wrong, you know what I'm saying? People could have got seriously injured. The whole house could have gone up in flames and shit. It could have gone seriously wrong, so I'm glad that shit didn't go wrong, and I'm glad everyone got out safely and unhurt and all of that. But bro, what the fuck was he thinking, setting a firework off in that small ass room? Tell me.
And you got what I would say from 2024 to now, the global known Speed, where he has these massive IRL tours planned and visits with these crazy crowds following him. He has to have at least 4 security guards surrounding him like the president, or if he doesn't, he'll get dragged out by his limbs from ferocious people in the crowd. But what I noticed from when he
there was one where, brother, he was trying to get to his car and all these fans were pulling out his hair, pulling his arms, all of that. Yeah, crazy, bro, crazy.
These tours in different countries is that it's different no longer levels. Just some streamer guy who's filming his experience. It's become a thing where people are getting their intel on how a country is and how its people are by him being there. Because what other way do you get the raw input of a country more than someone walking around with a camera and just talking to random people fully live? Going to random restaurants and events where a lot of people don't even know him and interacting with them.
Yeah, this would be sick to do. Like, thinking of it, bro. You know what? When I get my money up, I'm gonna do streams like this, bro. Mark my words, when I get my money up, I'm gonna do streams like this, because what a life to live. You just get to travel the world, go to different countries, experience that, all while earning money, all while earning millions of dollars. Why doing it? That's literally his job. Yeah, that's, bro, I'd love to live like that. Nah, W Speed, bro. That's what happens when you work hard. That's literally what happens when you work hard. The shout out to Speed, man.
It's to the point where people are now dubbing him the guy that breaks the quote-unquote Western propaganda hold, showing people how a country actually is instead of whatever the they got fed from the news or their government. And we can see this more than ever now that he started his Africa tour. Speed started his Africa live stream tour on December 29th, and his plan is to visit 20 countries in 28 days. And immediately when he announced it, already started having a panic attack. Speed! Africa? Bro, be careful there, man. We can't lose you. You might get captured by a militia group or some Somalian pirates randomly. Deadass, you can go on Twitter on the post and see how many people were scared for him and hating on him going there. Which is crazy because every country he's went to has never gotten this much hate. And that's not even counting that it's before he even went. Like, you can't wait and then judge for yourself in his streams. Do you think he's seriously dumb enough to not research where the most dangerous countries are and is just going to every single place there? This should prove to anyone that in 2026, in the time where almost everyone in the world has access to all information online with the touch of a button, that propaganda will always stay locked in. These people actually believe every African country looks like an episode of National Geographic. They're gonna touch down, walk out the airport, and start having to manhandle a lion trying to eat them, having to fight some tribal men throwing spears at them from huts. And look, I'm obviously not saying every African country is perfect and has a stable government. If Speed took one step down in South Sudan, Somalia, or the Congo, we would be
there's good and bad in every country, innit, man? There's good and bad in every country.
Seeing Speed's face on a tombstone by now. But to generalize a whole continent with 1.48 billion people on it is hilarious. You can go on YouTube and search up footage of these countries' cities and see how it looks. It's not that hard. So far with his streams, they've been going good and everyone's been nice. People are even going up to him with custom art to give him as a gift for coming.
Nah, that's tough.
He made this whole art piece. This whole art
Yo,
piece.
that's fire, bro.
He can feel it too.
That's fire.
He
Yo,
made the whole art piece
these motherfuckers talented, innit, bro? They talented.
with this little hammer right here.
With that, you made that. Yo, that's sick. Yeah, crazy.
This usually some they do after somebody dies in commemoration, but they love this man so much they got him painted on street walls. Because to them, him coming and showing off their country and how normal it is means so much to them. They already know how many people still think Africa is dirt huts and riding donkeys, so it's refreshing seeing someone as big as Speed to show it's not. There isn't a single person either that did something weird like making fun of him for being a black American and not knowing his lineage. And with all this footage we've got so far, people have now started to compare this with his tour in Europe, which overall I would say was still pretty good and positive, but the amount of racism he faced was night and day. You could say since he's in Africa, he technically can't face racism because it's the same people as him, but if you're African, you know exactly how serious them tribes move and get. If your ass identifies as the wrong tribe in a certain area, they will not take it too kindly. Racism is like the first layer of things, but when you peel it back, there's always something that ends up being the replacement. Shoot, look at America. People always forget that damn near every immigrant group was hated on when coming in, even if they were white. The Irish or the Italians or the Greeks, it doesn't just happen at the skin level. But it's all positive experiences for Speed, and no one bring up anything weird like that. Meanwhile, in Europe, there was random fans coming up to him, not even saying hi and blatantly saying the N-word to him. Doing all types of weird racial stuff to try and get a reaction out of him.
Luke, Kniga.
Bro, stop playing with me, bro.
Nah, that's insane, bro. How the crowd making monkey, yo, that's insane. Motherfuckers dead ass just like straight up racist out here, fam. Straight up racist. Yeah, that's crazy, fam. No, like when you make racist jokes to your friends and shit like that, that shit, like everyone does that. And if you got friends who are cultured and shit, we all like, you're racist to each other and it, but that's your friends and that's banter, that's jokes. Like just being racist to a random person and making monkey noises and saying like doing this shit to a random person, it's like that is just straight up racism at that point, bro. Like you don't know the guy, you can't just walk up to him and make monkey noises or say that. Nah, you can't do that, bro. Someone threw a banana at him, yo. Yo, these motherfuckers have no chill. He threw a banana. Nah, that's insane.
Imagine going to the grocery store, spending money on a banana just to throw it at your favorite streamer. And I don't care what anybody says, that shit is weird as f***. You'll get people like, well, they don't know any better. The words don't mean much in their country. Or, aw, man, Tommy, you can't take a joke and troll. Come on, man, you're such a snowflake. If they know it's bad enough to get a reaction out of him that's angry, then they should know it's a bad thing. I get confused seeing this because I would never go up to a random famous person vlogging here and say a slur in their nation to get their attention. Like, if you're having one of the biggest creators on social media right now touring your country and giving it exposure, the last thing you want to do is give a bad look for you and your people. There was also a lot of nice fans he met there, and I'm not saying it's everyone doing it there, but this is trying to happen in every country. Even in China, he was getting stuff thrown at him. It's so funny too, because you'll have a group of racist people talk about how Africans have no civility and class. Meanwhile, this is the treatment Speed gets in Europe. The only country he got dragged by his hair out was in Europe. I can almost guarantee you a white person that travels to an African country won't even get 5% of what Speed got in his Europe streams. Anytime I see a vlogger that's white from America or the UK go to an African country, you always see the people welcoming, giving them gifts, teaching them their cultures and dances. I guarantee Speed felt some type of way leaving certain countries there, because I know I would. Some people were even worried on his trip because at times he looked depressed and like he didn't even want to be there. It's one thing trying to say jokes on the internet and get a rise out of somebody without being in person. It's another thing being in person and doing that same thing. Like, that's so degrading to feel like as a human. If I saw a bunch of these little kids making monkey noises at me, I'ma teach them what would happen in Chicago if they did it. Now we could talk about China, which happened some time ago. Honestly,
he's turning into Von.
even I was shocked at how much motion he had there. I might have fell for the
yeah, that's some like next level. That's some Michael Jackson motion, bruv. That's some MJ motion right there. The streets are full of people. What the fuck?
propaganda myself too, because I be forgetting they still know American content creators and watch them. I thought the Great Chinese Firewall was ironclad, but apparently a lot of people in China just watch YouTube by turning on a VPN. And also, he got reposted so much while he was in China on Chinese social media that he became a celebrity in that short time he was there. And 3 days of being in China on Chinese TikTok, he got 2.3 million followers. Some people there ain't even know him. They just took a pic with him because they saw everyone doing it. Restaurants there were advertising that Speed visited on posters so people would eat there. With China streams, what broke the so-called Western propaganda, at least to my view, is the fact that America and other places are supposed to be seen as the most advanced technological places. And when Speed went to China, people saw how it wasn't even close. They not only have high-speed rail subway stations through damn near the whole country, but he could still stream in the subway with 5G Wi-Fi and had no connection loss. The fact they got good Wi-Fi built up enough in the subway so he can stream in HD is already advanced as hell. And in almost any city in China, he showed that you get full 5G Wi-Fi for free. I'd be scared to connect to airport Wi-Fi here, let alone a city Wi-Fi. I feel like I'm gonna wake up one day after connecting to airport Wi-Fi and see a Mossad agent looking at me through some spyware. People also didn't know how good Chinese cities looked until Speed started showing them, which once again is literally one search on Google to see. But throughout his streams, he was showing drone footage of the biggest cities there, which do look insane.
This is crazy. Oh my God. This is crazy. Show the whole city. Tell Taylor switch back real quick.
Taylor, switch back to us real quick for a minute.
The wild thing about all this is because he was showing their cities on stream, he started to get accused of being a Chinese spy and operative trying to do propaganda for the country, to the point where his cameraman had—
Motherfuckers just make anything up, innit, bro? Motherfuckers just make anything up, bro. This is why I don't, bro. This is literally why I stay off Twitter, bro. Because this is where most of it comes from, Twitter. This is why I stay off Twitter, bro. There's one reason I use Twitter and one reason only, and I'm pretty sure you all know what that reason is. But nah, I stay, bro. Like, if you believe this shit, you're how do I say this in the nicest way, bro? If you believe this, you have actually nah, if you believe this, you're not over the age of 12, bro. If you believe this, you're not over the age of 10. Like, there's no way motherfuckers actually believe this shit, bro. Like, bro, like, what, like, It's like the motherfuckers who there always has to be a deeper conspiracy. There always has to be a deeper meaning behind certain shit. There doesn't always have to be a deeper meaning behind everything, bro. Just let shit be for what it is. Dead ass, bro. This shit like this actually pisses me off, bro, because it makes no sense, fam. It literally makes no sense. It's like saying the earth is flat. It makes no sense.
To make a statement saying they've gotten $0 from the Chinese government. It's not like Speed went on his stream every day and was like, the empirical rule of Xi Jinping is the greatest, most amazing rule with zero corruption and there are no problems in this country. To the internet, if he isn't a staunch critic of the Chinese government 24/7, then he might as well be a spy. You never see this criticism when someone from another country visits America. It's always the opposite way. Two things can be true at once. China has good technology and actually, you know, invests citizens tax dollars into the people, and has at times government corruption where the people can't do much to fight against it. The people there also did the same thing, showed him love by giving him gifts for even coming. I feel like if he was being paid by the Chinese government as propaganda, the American government would have found out and exposed him for it by now. You don't think the CIA was already watching every move he was doing there? They probably had a custom task force assigned to Speed to see everything he was doing in China. People may not notice it, but creators have fully taken over how the public perception is on global issues. Before, when it was just news channels.
Yo, to the people who actually say all this and create all these clips and go into all of these theories and shit, bro, get a job, man. Do something with your life, bro. Surely, like, you gotta be the top level of unemployed if you sit there making up all these stories, doing all this research and shit. Like, fair enough, for some people it's their job, edit. Fair enough, if it's your job, fair enough, get paid, do your job. But the motherfuckers on TikTok, Twitter making up all these, like, bro, you have nothing else better to do, man. Like, bro, live life a little, you know what I'm saying? Not everything needs to be so serious. Not everything needs to be so serious, bro. Just live life. Watch Speed stream and enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, just don't watch it. Simple as that. Simple as that. But, like, you're always going to have these goofy-ass news pages, all these goofy-ass Twitter accounts who clickbait and shit, doing this, that, for the views, the clicks, all of that, man.
It was way worse because you got one perspective, which most of the time was biased. Also, the people at these news channels could be paid off too, and without social media, it was way harder for the public to find out. The main way people's minds used to change is big actors or musicians showing different places. MJ was the real master at this. It was a part of why he was so big. And nowadays, it may start off with something simple like Speed visiting Africa or China and someone seeing something cool there. Then that person doing their own research and deciding to visit after realizing it's not as bad as they were told. Anyways, that's gonna be all for now. Happy New Year, and let me know what type of propaganda.
W video from Tommy NFG, how IshowSpeed became the propaganda breaker. What I took from that video is, fuck these news pages, fuck whatever, bro. Just live life at it, man. Live life, bro. Know what I'm saying? Live life, like, fuck what these news pages say. Fuck all that. Just live life, man. Live life. We're all gonna die one day, so just live life. Literally, you know what I'm saying? Don't take everything serious. Like, obviously there's some things in life that you gotta take serious, but like, not everything has to be so serious. Just live a little, man. Have fun, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when it comes to all this news, all this shit here, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'll just stay away from that shit. I just stay away from that shit. I just watch shit I enjoy, live. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I recommend you all to do, bro. You get me? But hey, that's been my reaction to how IshowSpeed became the propaganda breaker by Tommy NFG. Shout out to Tommy NFG, bro. Always dropping banger videos. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button. But other than that, it's been your boy JJ Brom. Take care. God bless and peace, man. Love.